moviegoers, and welcome to another edition of Have You Seen It? I'm your host, Denise, and this week, the movie that I am going to review is getting quite a lot of buzz and conversation. This movie is called Leave the World Behind. It stars Julia Roberts, Ethan Hawke, Mahershala Ali, Kevin Bacon, Charlie Evans, Farrah McKenzie, and Mihala. She goes by just her first name. Wow, where do I begin? All right, this movie is about 2 hours and some change. So when you sit down to watch it, just make sure that you got all your popcorn, everything you're going to need, because you've got to pay attention. Take the movie for what it is, but pay close attention because there are little, Easter eggs in this movie that after you see it, you're going to think about these very things. All right. So what you have is a married couple and their children. So you've got Julia Roberts' character. She plays Amanda. Ethan Hawke is her husband, Clay, and they have 2 children, Archie and Rose. So they have decided, well, let's say Amanda has decided that, I want to get out of the city, on a whim, just, because I'm just kind of tired of the city and I don't really like, people per se. And I just want to go somewhere where we can just relax. So the family packs up their car and they head to Long Island to an Airbnb. When they get there, it is quite fabulous, okay? Nice rental property. It is quite fabulous. It's got a pool, all the amenities that you would want and need for your family for just a weekend getaway. So while they are there, they decide to, of course, take a look around and see what what's going on in the, vicinity of where they are located. So they go grocery shopping to stock up. And while they are, doing the grocery shopping, Julia Roberts' character, she's, loading the car with her groceries and so forth. And it's when she sees Kevin Bacon's character, Danny, for the first time, he is also, putting his groceries in his car, but his groceries look a little bit different. And by that, I mean, it looks like you are kind of stocking up for something. And so that just kind of, makes her kind of think twice and look at him kind of strangely, and he looks at her kind of strangely as well. So the family is all settled in. They decide to go to the beach, and while they are at the beach, Rose, who plays the daughter, notices that there is a cargo liner, one of those great huge cargo vessels, is out in the ocean. She can see it from afar, but she notices that it appears to be getting a little closer to shore than what it should be. And so as this, vessel gets closer and closer, everybody's like, we need to head for the hills. Something is not right. And so everybody, is panicked. They leave the beach. They go back to the house. Well, what they are about to experience is kind of like an apocalyptic situation where a cyber attack of some sort has disrupted the earth. All right. And so we've got no television to get updates. We've got no, iPads aren't working, computers aren't working, phones are acting crazy and aren't working. And so this is cause for concern, but of course they're thinking, oh, this is just something that, will clear itself up. But as the movie progresses, things don't clear up. They seem to escalate. So in walks Mahershala Ali's character, GH, and his daughter Ruth. They knock on the door of this beautiful home. And when Amanda and Clay open the door and they're like, yes, you know, are you lost? Whatever. And he's like, well, no, I'm not lost because this is my house that you're renting. And I need to spend the night here because the city has gone dark. So there's a huge blackout. So this cyber issue is not just taking place on this island, but it's in the city as well. And so reluctantly, the couple allows this man and his daughter to come into their own home and kind of, you know, hunker down with Julia Roberts' family, with Clay and Amanda's family, to try to figure out what's going on. So the things that are really weird are, you know, this whole cyber attack has not only affected, you know, like we've got our, there's no internet, no TV, no phones and so forth, but it's also disrupted animals and their migration. And so they are affected in weird ways. So you want to pay attention to the deer in this movie. You want to pay attention to the flamingos in this movie. And you want to pay attention to Rose, whose main objective for the whole trip is to watch the final episode of Friends. So she is in a panic for that reason, but not so much in a panic, you know, immediately like everyone else is. There are sirens that go off randomly and it affects, you know, everybody's hearing and glass is breaking. And so all sorts of weird things are happening and they're getting no information. So it's just a guessing game at this point. So you've got a little bit of class and privilege in this movie as well, from especially the character of, you know, Julia Roberts' character, Amanda. Think about it. You have a black man and his daughter who knock on the door and ask to come into their own home, and now you have questions. So we've got a little race and class and privilege on her end coming through. You got to think about the human condition in this movie. Think about this type of situation. Who will you be left with if this were to actually happen? Who can you trust? You know, who will provide the voice of reason? Everybody can't be going crazy and, you know, unhinged. You've got to have somebody who is calm and coherent enough to help, you know, figure out what's going on. So I'm going to leave it there. And when you watch this movie, after you watch it, please, we'd love to hear your comments. So make sure you put some comments in the comment boxes. We'd love to hear what you think about this. So that is my review this week, Leave the World Behind. All right, so I'm going to jump into my Nailed It. And my Nailed It this week is Michael Douglas from the movie Disclosure. I'm telling you right now, if you want to cast a man in a movie who's got a wonderful life, beautiful family, and a sexy woman, and he can't keep his zipper up, that's who you need to cast, Michael Douglas, because he is tempted by the flesh in record time. And then all hell breaks loose when he is caught and his whole world is turned upside down. So I am giving my Nailed It to the weakness of Michael Douglas whenever he's in a movie with a beautiful woman and he's got a family at home and he just can't keep his pants on. So there you go, folks. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And remember, we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in, "Have you seen it?" with Denise, and there I will be. And before I leave you this week, friends, myself and my producer want to send heartfelt condolences to the family of the magnificent and talented actor Andre Brower, who passed away just a couple of days ago. Hollywood has lost quite an icon. So until next week, moviegoers, you know what to do. I need you to see a movie because I'm going to see a movie. Till next week, bye-bye.